25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. And he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Now, everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Got his man. Oh, he got loose. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Back to pass. It's Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the back. Finds a little space. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. And the Canes get the 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs.
Trying to rumble in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And we're even here in the first. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, though.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Hand off from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Canes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 20.
Open field on the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's back. Here's the pressure. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And they bring the blitz. You could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He now has 53 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running into the open space. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Powers forward, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. To the air, it's back. The throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going to play.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires and picked off. He's running free down the middle. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw. It's back. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab over the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick catch on third down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Love. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target. Works.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes a man miss. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly and finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Notre Dame.
Using his legs, it's Price. It's a running room. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo. He's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Off-play action on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, to get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's back. Got a man, it's Johnson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To throw, it's Chadwick. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Escapes trouble. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Slithers into space. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. Dragged down at the 39, but he 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is...
Turning on the Jets! Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes a grab right down the middle. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the ground, it's Payne. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.